Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field for opening here on Channel 15 of the baseball season. It's actually the second game for St. Mary's. They beat arch rival Fenwick their first game. They're looking for two in a row here at Fraser Field. We didn't get to do the first game because we were doing English Classical Girls Soccer in the GBL tournament. So it's our first trip, and we'll now get into. We've got one football game left for Lake Classical, and then everybody, Tech, English, Classical, St. Mary's, will all finally be on the same page and be doing all of the same sports: baseball, softball, lacrosse, track. We've been a multitude of sports at all different times, playing at different places, different leagues, doing different things. And now it's going to be basically baseball and softball with the one football game left. It'll be good to finally get back on even keel and realize what we're doing and not run into everybody at different sports and trying to keep track of everything. St. Mary's 1-0. Big win over Fenwick, and now it's those games. St. Mary's and Fenwick are even bigger now because a couple of years ago they had that big rhubarb at football at Fenwick, and St. Mary's sat people because they were going to the Super Bowl, and Fenwick took exception. They kept their starters in. They ran up the score. St. Mary's was angry. Fenwick was angry, and now every game, Fenwick and St. Mary's becomes World War II. Drew Marini will lead off against John Nowicki on the mound for St. Mary's. We'll go over the St. Mary's lineup at the bottom of the inning when they come to bat. It's in for a strike. Not a great day for baseball. It's overcast. It's chilly. Hit foul to the backstop. We have to be careful up here because now the foul balls can come right through. The net doesn't cover. The net is behind home plate, but it doesn't cover the stands as it popped up. Nowicki, the pitcher, in foul territory, will make the play himself. So one up, one down. Matt Kowalski, the center fielder, will be the hitter. Broke a little late, hung inside. High and tight for a ball. Swing and a miss. Got his money's worth with that swing. Might have been up and in a little bit, but he liked it. Swung right through it. And it's 2-1. Way high and tight, 3-1. Loyal fans. Some of them came all the way from Braintree for this one. Good sized Lynn crowd. In for a strike, and we got our first full count of the season. The payoff pitch up and coming. Swing and a miss, he gets him, so he comes back, gets the strikeout. Chris Kenny, the first baseman, will be the hitter for Archbishop Williams. Catholic Central League Baseball. Williams coming all the way from Braintree. That one drops down and in for a ball. While we're at it, congratulations to Lily Newhall, niece of the athletic director, Jeff Newhall, is threw a no-hitter against arch rival Fenwick in the opening of the softball season. Chops that was way up and in. Almost like chopping wood with that swing. Pushed it towards the third base dugout foul. Wing and a miss, so impressive first start on the mound, varsity for John Nowicki. Picks up 2 strikeouts. Throws a perfect 1-2-3 inning. So St. Mary's will see what they can do against the southpaw Cole Murphy. He had the glove on the other hand. He was fixing a big. He's right-handed, actually. I should wait till I know what I'm doing. Big, impressive on the mound. Cole Murphy, St. Mary's will see what they can do. It'll be Colby Magliozzi. Had a very good hockey season. He's the catcher leading off. Andrew Luciano, the center fielder, will bat second. Evan Cabral, who got the win, pitching a shutout against Fenwick in the first game. He's at shortstop today, batting third. Daniil Ortiz will play third base and bat cleanup. Batting fifth and playing second base, Terrence Moynihan. The first baseman, Lucas Fritz, will bat number 6. Playing right field and batting seventh is Tad Giardina, who's also a hockey player. Jason Donahue will DH for the pitcher, John Nowicki, batting 8th. And Corey Olette, another hockey player. Very good outfielder. Had a very good year hockey-wise. He'll be batting number 9. So both teams using DHs. Some of these players haven't had a lot of time to go from one sport to the other, just finishing up. So Murphy will throw his first pitch of the season to Colby Magliozzi. Hits it foul back and out of play. I mentioned the netting. Netting used to be completely covered. The ball would hit, and you hear that fans maybe going that little ooh as the ball rolled down, but now there's no top to the net. It's just the net up, and there's nothing behind it. That one hung up a little bit. So now people sitting directly behind home plate, along with us in the press box, have to worry about that ball being hit straight back at us. Up and away for a ball. In for a strike. Just to the outfield grass, all around the infield, in foul territory. Everything turf except the pitcher's mound. Regular grass in the outfield. You can almost see the difference between the light green and the dark green as you look at it if you're here at the ballpark. Gets a piece and fouls it back, and the count evens at 2. And a pretty good crowd for this one on a very brisk, cold day. Hit on the ground to short. Bobbled. They're not going to get him. He'll reach on the error. So St. Mary's has the first base runner. Here to bring up Andrew Luciano. You've heard us mention his name a few times, from Little League to Babe Ruth to high school. St. Mary's coming off a state championship 2 years ago. They haven't played. The runner takes off, got a big jump, steals second base. So a runner in scoring position for the Spartans. Murphy taking a long time, finally steps off, trying to hold the runner close at second base. In for a strike. Good fastball. The runner takes off for third. Out easily at third base. Trabalis with a strong throw to the third baseman, Cale, and they cut Magliozzi down. I'm not sure if that was a missed sign of on the corner for a strike. But Magliozzi got a late jump. That was easy pickings for the throw at third base. So now there's one out with nobody on. Swing and a miss. Chase the pitch outside. Two up, two down. Avon Cabral. Big part of that St. Mary's State Championship that's now 2 years ago, because they didn't play last year. He had an outstanding year at shortstop and pitching to help St. Mary's win the championship. And they were worried about whether he would come back or not. He's back now after everybody having a year off. He's back now as a junior, and he gets off on a good foot, pitching a shutout, getting St. Mary's their first win of the season. Outstanding young player, Division I prospect. Solid shot to shortstop. Hit it right on the nose, but hit it right at the shortstop. So even with the error, Murphy only faces 3 in the inning. So both pitchers face only 3. And we're right back where we started, dead even. We played an inning here at Frazier Field. No score, St. Mary's and Archbishop Williams. Aiden McDonald leads off the second inning, takes it for a strike from John Nowicki. McDonald is DHing for the pitcher Murphy. Down and in. Nowicki starting his second inning of work. Had a perfect first with a couple of strikeouts. Missing wide for a ball. You would have to think at this stage that the pitching has the edge because they haven't been swinging the bats that much, especially with the rainy weather and stuff. In for a strike. And I apologize up front. We have new rules this year for the pitching. They're limited. They can throw like 100 pitches, but depending on how many pitches they throw, they may have to sit 4 days. If they go like 100, they can't pitch for 4 days. They can come back if they throw like 40, 50, or 60. Hit foul. Backing out of play. So we'll have to find out what those rules are. That's the major rule. And I have no idea who is counting the pitches. So the first base runner is McDonald drawing a walk. Sean Harrington, the left fielder, will be the hitter. So Nowicki will pitch from the stretch for the first time. Missing inside. Missing down and away. Derek Dana, the head guy for St. Mary's. Hit into right field for a base hit. They'll hold it second. So Williams has something going with a walk and a hit. 2 on, nobody out for Brian Cale, the third baseman. Derek Dana was the catcher. The assistant coach, Jimmy Fowler, was the pitcher when St. Mary's won back-to-back championships when they played for St. Mary's, and now they've won a couple of championships for St. Mary's as coaches. Way up. Pagliozzi just kind of snow-coned that. High again for a ball. And that's going to bring Derek Dana out of the dugout to talk to his pitcher. He breezed in the first inning. He put out himself on a pop-up in foul territory. Nowicki struck out the next 2 hitters swinging and breezed. But now he walks the first batter, gives up the first hit of the game and the first hit of the season. Then Nowicki gives up. And he falls behind quickly to Brian Cale, the third baseman, the number 6 hitter. So that brings Derek Dana out quickly to talk to young Mr. Nowicki. Spins, try to keep the runner close. Way up again. Looks like he's trying to aim it. It's been tough for baseball, softball, lacrosse, track. You feel sorry for them, especially the seniors. Didn't get to play a game last year. Most of the teams got through their seasons. The only thing that was missing was the state final. English and boys and St. Mary's girls would have gone to the state final, probably would have won it, but they didn't get to play because it was canceled because of COVID. But then everything was shut down. Baseball, softball, track, lacrosse. So those seniors didn't get to do anything. Along with graduation and proms, it really did a job as the schools closed. So a full season off, those seniors really suffered. It's nice to see the teams back and the seniors getting to play their final year. They missed for ball 4. So 2 walks sandwiched around a base hit to right field has loaded the bases with nobody out for Williams. Stephen Ondrick, the right fielder, will be the hitter. Missing for a ball. Two and 0. Way up and in, on the verge of walking in a run. Nobody warming up for St. Mary's. In for a strike, as you would expect. Ondrick taking all the way. In for a strike. Nowicki trying to come all the way back. Big pitch coming up here for both teams. Payoff. Hit foul will do it again. St. Mary's is shortened up at first and third. Way up and away for a ball. So an RBI for Ondrick. Williams gets on the board. The bases are still loaded with nobody out. Christopher Schwabalis, the catcher, he's already been involved in this game, throwing a runner out at third base on an attempted steal. On the corner for a strike. I'm not sure why, but the wicket goes back to, he was pitching from the stretch to the last hitter. Hit foul. Quickly, it's 0-2. Broke down the way. Nice start by Magliozzi. At least at this point, saving a run. Hit high in the air, deep to left field. This is deep enough for a run. The ball is caught. Two runners will move up. Harrington scores from third. Ko moves over to third. So it's first and third with one out. Williams has got their second run. And Nicholas Rucky will be the hitter. In for a strike. So 3 walks in the inning. 1 base hit. One of the walks and the hit have scored. Hit up the middle. Cabral. They get the double play. He threw a rocket. It looked like he might be had a little trouble getting the runner at first, but he threw a rocket over to first base and got him by maybe a step or a half a step. So that bails them out to double play. So they send 6 to the plate. Three of them walked to first base. 1 hit in the inning. Williams comes up with 2 big runs. The 3 walks hurt. And English has got a hole to dig themselves out of, as it's 2-0 Williams. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for St. Mary's. Terrence Moynihan, Lucas Fritz, Tad Giardina. St. Mary's, a few veterans. We talked about Cabral. Terrence Moynihan swung between left field and third base last year. He's playing third base in this one. Jason Donahue and Corey Ouellette, 2/3 of the outfield from last year. So Daniil Ortiz, the third base. I said Moynihan playing third. He's playing second. So last year he played left field, third base. Now, a year before, I should say. second base runner. St. Mary's gets the leadoff hitter on as Ortiz gets hit. They got their leadoff hitter as far as second base on an error and a stolen base, but got thrown out trying to steal third. Now they have a runner at first with nobody out. Terrence Moynihan, the second baseman, is the hitter. High for a ball. Hit in the air. Left fielder coming on. Can't make the play. It drops. Looked like it gets stuck in the wind. Everybody trying to go get it. Moynihan winds up with a base hit. Shortstop going back. Center fielder coming on. Left fielder coming on. Nobody could make the play. And it winds up with St. Mary's having runs at first and second. We told you it's cool and brisk here, and I'm looking out at right center field. The flag is really blowing. You can see the flag out in right center field, right next to the scoreboard, really flapping around, and that's playing mayhem with balls that's hit up in the air, and that caused a problem with that little pop-up. In for a strike. Lucas Fritz, the first baseman, is the hitter. So St. Mary's with the tying runs on base with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Way up off the catcher's glove. That's going to move everybody up. The wild pitch. So second and third with nobody out. So both pitchers kind of breezed through the first inning. Both pitchers now having trouble. Nowicki gave up 2 on 3 walks. Now Murphy has hit a batter, a base hit and a wild pitch. And put the tying runs in scoring position with nobody out. Little late swing, hit that the other way. Pushing it foul past third base. Hit foul to the screen. Wide for a ball. Fritz would love a base hit. He wants to put the ball in play to get a run in. Get St. Mary's on the board. Hit the other way. That's going to drop. You don't have to hit him hard. You just have to find a spot. St. Mary's answering back. It's now 2-1. Tying run at third base with nobody out. Go ahead run at first. Tad Giardina also had a pretty good hockey season. St. Mary's hockey team wound up winning that Catholic Central League Cup tournament. Chop foul. Nice play at third base by the coach. Swing and a miss. He put it right in on his hands, and he swung right through it. Way up and away for a ball. A hit batsman. 2 bloop singles. St. Mary's cut that lead to 2-1 for Williams has. And they have first and third with nobody out. He tried to hold up and couldn't, and he gets called out. Emphatic call by the plate umpire. Jason Donahue is DHing for the pitcher, Nowicki. Hit in the right center field. That's going to drop. Runner first hesitated a little bit. And he gets thrown out at third. He waited to see if that ball was going to be caught. They called him out at third. I was wondering why he was staying on the bag. Donahue gets a base hit and an RBI to tie the game up. But they get thrown out. It looked like a base hit all the way, but the runner at first went halfway and held, wait and see if it was going to be caught. And then he took off. The right fielder, Ondrick, got it quickly to the shortstop, Rocky, who made a perfect throw. And Kale just had to lay the glove down at third base to tag the runner coming in. High for a ball. This is Corey Ouellette, the left fielder, another hockey player. Had a very good year. Had speared by the third baseman. Nice play. Took a base hit away from Ouellette and an RBI. So St. Mary's runs into an out. But they get 2 on the board. So Williams grabbed 2. They had the momentum. St. Mary's takes it away. They get 2. And we're right back again where we started. Dead even. St. Mary's 2, Williams 2, at the end of 2. First pitch of the third inning is inside to the leadoff hitter, Drew Marini. He popped up to the pitcher leading off the ball game. That one breaks down and away, 2-0. High and tight. Used to be my friend Jimmy Belleville, but just he just corrected me, so I don't like it when people correct me. So it was actually 1-1. He told me he's trying to help me out. I'm old. I need all the help I can get. Missing for a ball. So Williams got their 2 runs thanks to 3 walks. St. Mary's gets their 2 runs thanks to 3 base hits. along with a hit batsman. In for a strike. That was Marini was on his way to first base thinking that was inside and tight. So a payoff pitch up and coming. Just got a piece and fouled it off Magliozzi. He felt that. The umpire walking out. He's going to give Magliozzi a couple extra seconds to recover from that little tip. Good job by the umpire making sure Magliozzi's okay. Gives him a little tip on the head. Good job by the umpire. Once again, the payoff pitch up and coming. Hit foul again, out of play. Over that grassy knoll. Strike three called. Second time he was on his way to first base. This time he gets rung up. Three strikeouts for Nowicki. One of those three is up the center field at Matt Kowalski, who's the hitter. He struck out swinging in the first inning. That one breaks way down the way and goes to the backstop. Magliozzi had no chance getting that one. In for strike. As usual, action going on all over the place over at Manning Field. Brand new flag football, youth flag football. Swing and a miss. So that's new. We had adult flag football played over the years. Now we got youth flag football. What? Took something off that breaking ball and it dropped in for a strike. Back-to-back called third strikes. Chris Kenny, the first baseman, struck out swinging in the first inning. Pop foul back and out of play. That one bounced in front of home plate. Two out, nobody on. Top of the third, dead even at 2. Catholic Central League Baseball, St. Mary's and Williams. Had to step back to get a swing at that pitch. It was way inside. Fouled it off. St. Mary's looking for 2 in a row here at Frazier Field starting the season. While this is going on, the girls are looking for 2 in a row down at Breed, taking on Archbishop Williams. Chop back to the mound. Nice play by Nowicki. That looked like it was going to... If it goes over his head, it's a base hit. He backed up, reached up over his head, made the play. Good job by Nowicki. So, second inning out of 3 that he's made a play and struck out 2. He caught a pop-up in the first inning. Makes a play here in the third inning after striking out 2. We'll move into the bottom of the third, and as it was for Williams, it shall be for St. Mary's, the top of the order. Colby Magliozzi, Andrew Luciano, Avon Cabral. To face Cole Murphy, who will be starting his third inning of work. I saw one of the players or coaches go over to the St. Mary's dugout. I don't know if they made a change, and we won't know. We would know if it was the pitcher on the mound, obviously, but if they make a change, they don't signal the change to us. We won't know it until they hit. I'm not even sure there is a change, but if there is, we won't know until they hit. Magliozzi led off the first inning of St. Mary's, reached on error, stole second, and they got thrown out trying to steal third. Magliozzi, the catcher, leads off the third in a 2-2 game. Pops the first pitch up behind third base. Long run for the third baseman, can't get there. Magliozzi will get a life. He was trying to negotiate the ball while worried about running into the fence or the gate that's down there. And the second hit batsman. So Magliozzi's on for the second time. We should mention, we heard that the classical football coach that got knocked out in the game last night had to be carried out. We heard today that he's much better, doing well. Paul Arnold, our thoughts and our prayers go with him. We hope he's okay. Got hit on a play that out of bounds, they ran into him and he wound up knocked out from what I heard. So hopefully he's better today and he'll get better and get right back at it, up and around. So our thoughts and our prayers go out to him. Squaring to bunt, fouls it back. Luciano struck out swinging his one trip. Another throw over to first. Magliozzi diving back. They know he can run. He stole second, getting on in the first inning. Got a decent lead at first base. Missing up and away for a ball. Cole Murphy's a big boy on the mound. Could be a right tackle or a right guard. Hit right back to the pitcher. They get one, they don't get two. They get the important one in the middle. Avon Cabral hit it right on the nose and hit it right to the shortstop and got thrown out at first base. Hit it hard, hit it well, but didn't get lucky. That's what you have to do. You get a good pitch, hit it high as you can, hope you get lucky. And he hit it right at the shortstop. High and tight for a ball. On the corner for a strike. Great jump. They're not going to get him. He got a huge jump at first base, Luciano. Second stolen base for St. Mary's gets him the go-ahead run it in scoring position with one out here in the bottom of the third. Okay, throw over, diving back is Luciano. Swing and a miss. Murphy jumps ahead of Cabral. Slices it foul off to the right side and out of play. High and tight for a ball. We got some of the fans are getting a break. They can be out in the outfield, sitting in their cars, staying warm watching this game because the semi-pro team that plays here hasn't quite getting ready to get started, so they haven't put signs up, ad signs. The advertising usually covers the outfield fence, so you can't see from out there. So that hasn't happened yet. So people can still be outside the ballpark, sitting in their cars, staying warm here in this cold weather. Hit solidly to center field, deep center field. All the way back, they make the play. Cabral hit that a ton. The deepest part of the ballpark. And the center fielder, Kowalski, went back and made the play. Luciano easily moved over to third, but there's two away. Daniel Ortez scored the first run for St. Mary's. He got hit by a pitch. He scored on Fritz's base hit to make it 2-1 at the time. He started the 2-run inning getting hit by the pitch. He hits this a long way to left field. Long run, they're not going to get there. All the way back to the fence. Extra bases and an RBI for Ortiz, a double. And St. Mary's has their first lead. So again, it's a hit batsman that gets St. Mary's on the board. He didn't score, but it extended the inning. So two shots. Cabral hit the deepest part of the ballpark in dead center field. And now Ortiz hits it a couple of bounces to the left field fence. First extra base hit of the game. Terrence Moynihan singled and scored a run. His run tied it up in the second inning. in here to left field. Center fielder overran it off his glove. All the way to third. The outfield error is going to get the run. The left fielder looked like he was going to make the play. The center fielder came running over, took an extra step and went off his glove, bounced away. Moynihan hustles all the way to third. St. Mary's has got another 2-run inning. And it's still going with Fritz up. Hit to second base by the pitcher. Nice pick at first base by Kenny. Ends the inning. But the hit batsman started the inning. The outfield error helped St. Mary's get 2 on the board. We played 3 here at Fraser Field. St. Mary's looking for 2 in a row. And at the end of 3, they're leading it 4-2 over Williams. Top of the 4th. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for Williams. Ed McDowell. He started the 2-run uprising for Williams in the second inning, drew a walk, and scored the first run. On the corner for a strike. So Nowicki, for the first time, is starting an inning with a lead. A hit batsman and an error in the outfield in that inning helped St. Mary's get 2 on the board. That one drops down and in for a ball. Popped up outside third. It's going to go out of play. Long run for Ortiz, but he ran out of real estate. Hit to first base. They dropped the ball. They had him. Nowicki couldn't hold on. First error for the Spartans. Leads the 4th inning. Sean Harrington, the left fielder, got a base hit and scored the second run in the second inning when Williams took that 2-0 lead. In for a strike. So Fritz made a nice play, got to the ball, made the pitch. Nowicki just couldn't hold on. Let's McDonald reach for the second time. They throw it. It goes off the first baseman, but he's not going to be able to. Didn't go very far, and he was driving back, actually sliding back to first base, so he wasn't able to move up. Over the head of Harrington. Harrington's the left fielder for Williams. He was the one that would have made that play on the fly ball by Moynihan, but the center fielder kind of called him off and then dropped the ball. Nice stop by Magliozzi on a pitch. I can't say in the dirt because it's turf. The only dirt out there is the mound. Line to center field. Hit on the nose. Hit it too good. He lined it right to Andrew Luciano in center field. He was almost shading right center field. He wasn't playing directly behind second base. He only had to make a couple of steps, and it carried just enough to get to Luciano. Solid shot by Harrington, but it's an out. Brian Cale drew one of the 3 walks that Nowicki gave up in the second inning that helped Williams get their 2 runs. Missing inside for a ball. Quick toss over to first. Nowicki steps off. The runner takes off. Throw down. There was nobody on the base. Second baseman and shortstop were both backing up the play. Nobody was on the bag. He got a good jump. He was going to steal the base anyway. But somebody's going to be around the second base bag when the throw goes down. So runner in scoring position with 1 out for Williams. On the corner for a strike. Down and in for a ball. Line right to the first baseman. Another shot. Williams has hit 2 shots in this inning, and both of them are outs. That's what we meant by you get a good pitch, hit it high as you can, hope you get lucky. Cale had 2 out of 3. Fritz couldn't have been any better. Standing right at him, almost hit him in the chest. In for a strike. Steven Ondrek got a walk, giving him an RBI. It was the 3rd walk in the inning, came with the bases loaded, giving him an RBI. Spinning, trying to keep the runner close at second base. Hit foul to the backstop. All that noise you might be hearing, the young kids over at Manning Field with the Flag Football League. He almost threw it away. Cabral's trying to sneak in behind McDonald. I don't know if it hit McDonald, but it wound up going to the ground. Luckily, it didn't go into center field. Again, a pretty good little crowd for this game on a very crisp, cold day. Foul tip held on by Magliozzi. Good job. They got a strikeout. 5 strikeouts. So the error doesn't hurt. They leave a runner at second base. Talk about how cold it is, but my friend next to me, Jimmy Bello, came. He's going to the beach. He's wearing shorts. Like it's 90 degrees out here. Halfway through the ball game, St. Mary's leading 4-2. And I've been mentioning it the last few broadcasts. Congratulations and a big tip of the hat and a big thank you to everybody involved in getting all this back halfway or maybe 25% normal, whatever it is, with the kids out playing baseball, football, soccer, flag football over now. They played the basketball seasons. Track is coming up. Lacrosse is coming up. Everybody involved. Police, fire, EMTs, teachers. Superintendent Tutwiler has done a tremendous job. The coaches, the players themselves, the parents, the people that run the leagues, the umpires, the referees, everybody chipping in, everybody doing whatever they can to try and get everybody back to have some kind of a normal life. If we can remember what it was like to be normal. So many people doing so much, and it's great. It's an abbreviated season. They're not playing. Although baseball and softball are going to have a state tournament season, something they haven't had, none of the teams have had this year. It's good to see. Hopefully when we get to September, we'll be back on full swing and everybody will have a full season. But even with the abbreviated season, it's been great. Just to see the kids out playing and getting people getting able to go to the ballpark and get out and about. Restaurants, businesses get opening. It's just been tremendous to see the support everybody's getting and everybody working together and everybody helping. So congratulations to everybody, and let's all keep working. Everybody get vaccinated so we can get fully back, so everybody can back and have a regular, normal life. Thank you to everybody involved. Tad Giardina is the hitter. And for the third time, we've got a hit batsman starting an inning. Jason Donahue got a base hit, knocked in a run. And he's got another base hit. Jason was the one with first and third. He lined it into right center field for a base hit. The runner at first held up momentarily, just enough to be thrown out at third. Jason got an RBI that tied the game. Now he's got a second hit. St. Mary's back at it. 2 on, nobody out for Corey Ouellette. Let's see if St. Mary's bunts. First and third think they're going to bunt because they're squeezing in. Squaring. That pitch way up and away. They throw the ball away at second base. Everybody's going to move up. So they don't get the sacrifice, but they get the error to move everybody up. Ouellette ran almost to first base trying to bunt that ball. That was way up and away and out of the strike zone. Everybody moved up. The catcher threw it to second and bounced away. Giardina goes to third. Donahue goes to second. Williams will bring the infield in. Down and away for a ball. Nice shot by the catcher, Schwabelis, to go get that one. A couple of pitchers warming up in the bullpen for St. Mary's. Hit foul back. Corey had the privilege of playing with his brother, Kyle. They were outstanding, both playing together on defense on the hockey team, and both playing on the baseball team. Solid shot by third base for a base hit. They waved the runner home initially. Now they hold him up. They throw to second. They throw it away, and the run's going to score. So Ouellette gets a base hit. A solid shot by third base. He gets an RBI. Giardina scores. Second error in the inning. They throw it away at second base after they threw it away at second by the catcher, down by the third baseman. That allows Donahue to come in and score. St. Mary's has 2 runs in. They have a runner at first with nobody out. Top of the order, Magliozzi. He's been on twice. He reached an error, stole second, got thrown out, trying to steal third. He got hit by a pitch, and then he was forced at second on a fielder's choice. So he's been on base twice, even though he's 0 for 1. So the top of the order for St. Mary's. 1 on, nobody out. Another 2-run inning. They're doing it in bunches. Williams helping out. Were a couple of errors in this inning. That was a solid shot by Ouellette, just inside the third base bag. Initially, they waved Donahue home, but then they held him up when they got the ball back quickly. On the corner for a strike. A little bit of a gift. But both pitchers have been gifted by the umpire a couple of times. Try to check his swing. Hit it anyway and fouled it, pushed it past first base, foul. Just trying to reach out first and then trying to hold back and just tapped it. Hit to the right side. Threw off the second baseman. The run's going to score. Magliozzi will get a base hit and an RBI. Solid shot. So the first 3 hitters have scored. Basically thanks to a couple of errors by Williams. But St. Mary's, once again, a hit batsman started the inning and started the scoring. Andrew Luciano, the center fielder, has struck out swinging, reached center fielder's choice. He scored the run that gave St. Mary's their first lead in the ball game. They've been adding to it ever since. The runner takes off, get a big jump, not going to be close to throwing him out. Magliozzi with his second stolen base. Up the middle for a base hit. Oh, knocked down by the shortstop. That's going to save a run, at least momentarily. Good job by Rucky. That was going up the middle. If it goes over into the outfield, it's an RBI. Magliozzi had to hold up at third because Rucky picked it. So now it's first and third for Aiden Cabral, who was grounded to short and hit a shot to dead center field. It was run down by the center fielder, Kowalski. High and deep to left center field. Long run. Can't make the play. Everybody's running. Cabral's going to wind up with a triple. He hit that a long way. Center fielder Kowalski almost made a great catch. Five runs in, still nobody out. Daniil Ortiz got hit by a pitch and scored. Doubled in a run and scored. High in the air to center field. This will be deep enough. They make the play. Fritz will get another RBI. So the first 6 hitters have scored. They finally get it out. Terrence Moynihan has singled and scored. Reached on an error. His error scored a run. Nice play by the third baseman. Good pick by the first baseman. Moynihan's out 5-3 for the second out. Lucas Fritz singled in a run, grounded out second to first. He's the 9th hitter in the inning. 6 runs in. Wide for a ball. St. Mary scored 9 against Fenwick yesterday. They've got 10 on the board here. And we're halfway through the ballgame. Hit to left field. Foul ball. Just outside the left field foul line. Long run by the left fielder Harrington. Fritz is the first baseman for the Spartans. Way wide for a ball. Line to right field for a base hit. Picked that one off his ear. Fritz has got his second hit. St. Mary's is batted around. And it brings a trip out to the mound. And that's going to be it for Cole Murphy. And we'll have a new pitcher for Williams. So a big inning for the Spartans as they bat around. Giardina is going to be the 10th hitter in the inning. Nate Pelton is the new pitcher. So Murphy goes 3 2/3. Gives up 10 hits. Strikes out a couple. Hits 3. Williams' 2 errors in this inning helped to extend the inning and helped to Cole Murphy to get a seat in the dugout. So Nate Pelton is the new pitcher. Swing and a miss. Tad Giardina was the hitter. He struck out, being called out. He got hit by a pitch. The third hit by pitcher starting an inning in the 4th inning, and he scored a run. He led off this inning, getting hit by a pitch and scoring a run. But a 1-2-3 inning in the first, but then each of the next 3 innings hit batsmen. Started, St. Mary's took advantage. St. Mary's running, and they hit foul past third base. Fritz had a big jump. He was going to steal second base. Way up for a ball. The runner takes off. The ball's hit the center field. Out there is Kowalski to make the play. So the inning is finally over. First 6 hitters for St. Mary's scored. After putting up 9 against Fenwick yesterday, through half the ball game here, St. Mary's has put up 10. And we'll have a new pitcher for St. Mary's as well, as Terrence Moynihan is going to take the mound. So 10-2, St. Mary's over Williams at the end of 4. We'll start the 5th inning. Few changes for St. Mary's. Terrence Moynihan will move from second base to the mound. The pitcher, John Nowicki, will move from the mound to second base, so he'll still be hit for. And Ryan Freer will be the new first baseman. So Moynihan on the mound, pitching to Christopher Schwabalis, the catcher, who flied out to left field for an RBI. So he hasn't batted officially, but he's got an RBI. knocked in the second run when Williams took that 2-0 lead. All of a sudden, St. Mary's has scored 10 unanswered runs. 6 straight in the bottom of the fourth inning, the first 6 hitters scoring. Thanks to a couple of errors and another hit batsman. Ryan Freer's a name we've mentioned a few times. Very good soccer player. He's been on Channel 15 through Little League and Babe Ruth and St. Mary's Soccer. Terrific young man. And I remember when I used to have to look down at him to talk to him. Now I have to look up at him. He's grown considerably. Very good athlete and a terrific young man. The entire family, great family. High for a ball. Moynihan lost his hat throwing that one. Looks like Moynihan saying, I'm going to throw as high as I can, see if you can hit it. Misses for ball 4. First walk given up by Moynihan. Nowicki went 4 innings. Gave up only 1 base hit. He walked 3, struck out 5. And we'll get a pitch runner at first base. Charlie Connors. Nicholas Rucky grounded out into a double play. Cabral made the play at second and then threw a rifle shot over to first base, and that was big because there was a runner from third that would have scored. That was the inning that Williams got their 2 runs. They had first and third with 1 out. High for a ball. Moynihan seems to be overthrowing just a little bit. Calm and settled in over at Manning Field. Flag football's over. High again for a ball. Swing and a miss. Again, got his money's worth on that pitch. Just swung right through it. Again, it's nice to see a nice little crowd here. Williams brought some people. Not a great day to be sitting out watching a baseball game. Actually stepped back and then had a reach for that one and just got a touch. Fouled it to the backstop. Flailing away at that one. The runner takes off. It's hit foul again. I'm going to guess and say Moynihan's Irish. Terrence Moynihan. Tried to take something off that pitch. It started high and tight and stayed high and tight. The runner takes off again. They reach for it. Swung and missed. It hit the, the runner stealing second. Hit him on the head. Boy, again, he just reached way outside for that pitch. I'm not sure what's going on here now. The officials are having a discussion. The hitter swung and missed. I don't know if you can call interference on the hitter. He was just swinging a pitch. He swung and missed. I don't know how. They had no chance of throwing the runner out at second base. They're calling interference, and they're giving him an out. Somehow they put the runner back at first base. For whatever reason, he stole second and hit him on the helmet. And then they called for, I have no idea what they just did. The runner stole second base. They sent him back to first. They came out and discussed it, and they called interference on the batter because he reached way out and was across the plate. And I guess they said he interfered with Magliozzi's throwing the ball to second base. And they called him out. I would understand if they called him out at second base where he was standing, but they put him back at first. I don't know why they did that. So a bizarre call. A little off-speed pitch catches the inside corner. This is Drew Marini, who was popped to the pitcher and was called out on strikes, both against Nowicki. Popped up, long run, good effort. He just ran out of real estate. Ryan Freer went as far as he could go, reached as far as he could reach. But a bizarre play. Popped up. Magliozzi, a long run. It bounces up in the seats. We'll do it again. Almost thought about it, was going to chase it. It broke outside, just held up, and it missed wide. Chop foul went off the foot of Marini. We're in the top of the fifth. Smhs kind of broke this open. The first 6 hitters in the fourth inning scored. They were leading 4-2, but that made it 10-2. Made it extremely difficult for Williams. Last second punch hits it foul in the direction of Western Avenue. I talk about the fans, they've hung around. They're still here. cold as it is. Breeze has slowed down a little bit. The flag isn't flapping as much. Way wide. That went all the way to the backstop. That was just a little bit outside. Popped up again. Freer with a long run. Can't get there again. It goes up in the seats. Ryan Freer's got to work out this inning. As has Magliozzi. So we'll do it again with Marini. Just missed inside. The last couple of times Marini was up, he started to walk to first base a couple of times. One they called a strike, the other one they struck him out on. This time he walks to first base with a walk. First walk given up by Moynihan. Pitch in for a strike. Fourth walk that Williams got. They were given 3 walks in the second inning when they got their 2 runs. Hit to center field. Coming on, sliding, making the catch. Luciano. So the walk doesn't hurt. Williams is out in the 5th inning. We'll move into the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be 8-9-1 for St. Mary's, and Nate Pelton will start his first inning. He came in relief. He'll start an inning for the first time. Jason Donahue, the DH. Nowicki's no longer the pitcher, but Donahue is still the DH because Nowicki is playing second base. Eric Bridges is on deck, going to hit for Corey Ouellette. So bottom of the 5th, St. Mary's comfortably ahead. As we move into the 5th, this being the second game for St. Mary's, they put 19 runs on the board. They beat Fenwick 9-0 here, their first game. Now they put 10 up here against Williams. So off and running in the Catholic Central League. Donahue was singled and singled. He's knocked in a run and scored a run. 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. He knocked in the run that tied it in the second inning, and he was one of the 6 consecutive hitters that scored in the 4th inning before Williams got an out. St. Mary's sent 10 to the plate. Little off-speed pitch in for a strike. Reached for that one, just got a piece and fouled it off the backstop. Just a little tap. Reached for that one, just popped it to the shortstop. Eric Bridges will hit for Corey Ouellette. Ouellette grounded to third, and Ouellette hit a rocket just inside the third base bag for a base hit and an RBI. He was 1 for 2, and now a little high chopper to the first baseman gets the second out. And we're back to the top of the order. Colby Magliozzi has been on base 3 times. He reached on an error, hit by a pitch, singled. He's got 2 stolen bases, got an RBI, and scored a run. So production from the top hitter, or the number 1 hitter in the batting order. Two out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. So Colby's out for the first time. A 1-2-3 inning for Pelton. St. Mary's is down in the 5th. We played 5 full here at Frazier Field. St. Mary's leading Williams in this Catholic Central League battle 10-2. 3-4-5 for Williams as we start the 6th inning. Chris Kane, the first baseman, struck out and bounced to the pitcher. Both of those were against Nowicki. He's up against Moynihan for the first time. Moynihan starting his 2nd inning of work. High and tight for a ball. Had to step back to hit that one. He fouled it all the way down the left field line. Now you got to have a few pitches, because before you could have 2 and they could pitch every other game, and no matter how many pitches they threw. Frank Carey at North Reading has a trophy in his case where his pitcher threw over 200 pitches in a game. You do that now, it's your only game. You can't pitch the rest of the season. Sliding in front of the right fielder. Looked like Giardina had an easy play. Luciano comes over and takes it away, sliding and making the catch. Kenny is out on the fly to center field. Aiden McDonald walked and scored, reached on an error. He's been on base twice. He bounced at the first base there. When they flipped it to the pitcher dropped the ball. This is his first at bat against Moynihan. Line shot foul. Pulled it well foul down the right field line. Got around a little bit early. Way up and away. Looked like he was going to try and take something off of that pitch and just lost it. In for a strike. Way up and away for a ball. Hit into center field for a base hit. McDonald's on for the third time. He's got a hat trick. He's been on 3 different ways. Walk, error, single. First hit off Moynihan. Sean Harrington singled and scored in the second. Hit a shot to center field that Luciano made a nice sliding catch on. So he's 1 for 2 with a run scored. And now Derek Dane is coming out. Moynihan is coming out. Nowicki's going to go to left field. I think Ouellette is going to go to center field. Andrew Luciano is going to be the new pitcher. And Moynihan is going to go back to second base. So Nowicki will play his third position. I think Ouellette went back in the game.
Scoreboard's going off, John. Wait.
So Moynihan goes an inning and a third. He walked 2. One of them was out on that wacky play. Struck out 1. Has given up the 1 base hit. Tried to hold up. That pitch was way outside. Harrington swung through. Hit the third. Nice play. And they throw it away. Cortez had it and then threw it away at second base. Made a great stop. Looked like he was taking a hit away. Instead, it's 2 on with 1 out. Brian Cale has walked and hit it right on the nose and hit it right to the first baseman. Charlie Corners is running again at first base. Hit way up in the air. Cabral, infield fly call. Cabral makes the play out in short center field. I still have people ask me, how can it be an infield fly if you caught it in the outfield? But the rule is, anywhere the infield is, it's an easy play for the infielder, even if he's in the outfield. It's an infield fly. Steven Ondrick pops it up, foul back. He got RBI, drawing a bases loaded walk. Last time up, he struck out swinging. That was all against Nowicki. Line to center field. Right there is Ouellette. Hit it right on the nose and hit it right to the center fielder. I thought that was the third out. Oh, he dropped it. I didn't see him drop it. Ondrick hit it right on the nose, hit it right to the center fielder, and I said, that's it, the inning is over. And then I saw the runner scoring. I'm saying, what's going on? I didn't realize the ball was dropped in center field. So 2 errors in the inning gives Williams a run. They got their 2 runs in the second inning, helped out by 3 walks. Curveball drops in for a strike. Williams only has 2 hits. Taking one of those along with those 3 walks. Way wide for a ball. The other base hit here just scored on that error. Little check swing. He was stepping away, falling away from the plate, and he just little love tap back to the mound for the third out. Williams gets on the board with a run. He did a 1 base hit. 2 errors, the first 2 errors in the ball game. St. Mary's 3 outs away from going 2-0 in the early season. In the bottom of the 6th, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 for St. Mary's. Pelton will start his 3rd inning of work for Williams. It's going to be a tough bus ride back to Braintree. Charlie Corners, who was a pitch runner twice for the left fielder Harrington, is now going to go out and play left field, because after you run the second time, you can re-enter once, but you can't re-enter twice. St. Mary's broke this wide open in the fourth inning. Hit batsmen a couple of errors, but the first 6 hitters for the Spartans reached. Not only did they reach, all 6 scored before they finally got an out. Two of them on Cabral's triple. Andrew Luciano, who's now the pitcher, he was the center fielder. He has struck out, reached center fielder's choice and scored, singled and scored. So he scored 2 runs. He's made a couple of nice plays in center field. And he's just come in and pitched pretty well in the 6th inning. Got to keep those pitch counts down. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. Punch foul to the third base coach, off the third base coach, Derek Dana, who's the head coach. High for a ball. Hit foul to the screen. Over the pitcher's head. They're not going to get him. It's a base hit. Once they get over the pitcher's head, they weren't going to have a play. So he's on. Luciano's on for the 3rd time, his 2nd hit. It brings up Avon Cabral. Hit it right on the nose, right at the shortstop. Hit it right on the nose to deep center field to the center fielder. And then he hit a shot to left center field for a triple, knocking in 2 runs. So he's hit the ball hard 3 times. He's got 1 base hit. Ducks away from that pitch high and tight. And he hits it hard again. Back-to-back hits. Daniil Ortiz got hit by a pitch and scored. Doubled in a run and scored. Hit a sacrifice fly. So he's knocked in 2. He scored 2. And officially, he's 1 for 1. They hit batsman in the sacrifice fly and not a time at bat. Good pitch on the corner for a strike. Down and away for a ball. On the corner for strike three. Good pitch. In for a strike. Moynihan was the second baseman, had a stint on the mound, went back to second base, singled and scored, reached on an error, grounded out third to first. So he's 1 for 3 with a run scored. High for a ball. Eight of the 9 hitters have scored a run. They spread it around. That one hangs high for a ball. High again for a ball. It just seems funny looking over at Manning Field and seeing it empty because it's used so much, almost 24/7. I mean, there was flag football all morning and into the afternoon, and now it's just empty. It just seems eerie over there because we're so used to seeing so much going on. On the corner for a strike. I mean, when you got 5 high schools, counting KIPP, Tech, English Classical, St. Mary's, usually there's something going on, and then you got the younger kids and adults. They've got a flag football, they got a soccer program, men's program, soccer. Call third strike, back-to-back strikeouts, both of them called after giving up 2 base hits. Ryan Freer will be up for the first time. He went in to play first base. He's one of those throw left, bat right. Pops it up. Second baseman just made one step on the outfield grass. So he gives up 2 base hits starting the inning, but then he gets 3 straight outs. Pelton gets out of the inning. We're down to our last 3 outs. Going into the top of the 7th, 10-3, St. Mary's over Williams. Top of the 7th, Luciano starting an inning for the first time. Nicholas Rucky grounded a short, struck out swinging. Squares like he was going to bunt both times. That brought Ortiz scooting in from third base. Ryan Freer now shortens up at first base. Way high for a ball. St. Mary's virtually gifted Williams their 3 runs. They got 2 runs in the second inning, 3 walks in the inning. Then they got the 3rd run in the 6th inning. A fly ball was the 3rd out, was dropped, and the run scored. Swing and a miss, he chased that pitch a little bit high. So it's 9-1-2. Hit foul to the backstop. Ryan Beardsley is on deck to hit for Drew Marini. Strike 3 call right down the middle. So Ryan Beardsley is the hitter with 1 out. Marini had popped up to the pitcher, called out on strikes, and walked. And shot, he jumps on the first pitch and hits it in the left field for a base hit. Jack Solomon will hit for Kowalski, who struck out twice and lined to the center fielder. That curveball drops in. He was backing away. It fell over for a strike. I'm not sure why he's worried about the runner at first base with a 10-3 lead with 1 out in the 7th inning. But he threw over anyway. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of that one. Call 3rd strike. Williams out to the last out. 2 strikeouts for Luciano. Chris Kenny is struck out, bounced to the pitcher, flied to center field. Popped up. Cabral calls everybody off, and that'll do it. So St. Mary's is going to go to 2-0, scoring 19 runs along the way. Good job. Nowicki will get the win. Moynihan and Luciano come in relief. Williams got 2 runs in the 2nd inning, 3 walks. One of the walks forced in a run. An RBI single by Ondrick got them a 2-0 lead. St. Mary's came right back in the bottom of the 2nd. A hit batsman, Ortiz, a hit by Moynihan, an RBI single by Fritz, an RBI single by Donahue. It was 2-2. St. Mary's got all they really needed in the 3rd inning. Another hits batsman started it. A fielder's choice by Luciano. With 2 outs, Ortiz doubled. And then a fly ball to center field was dropped. The 2nd run scored. It was 4-2. And St. Mary's sent 6 in a row in the 4th inning. The first 6 hitters scored. A 2 RBI triple by Cabral, an RBI sacrifice fly by Ortiz, an RBI single by Ouellette. Another one scored on an error, and St. Mary's led it 10-2. Williams got a run back in the 6th when a fly ball was dropped, making it 10-3, and that was the final score. For St. Mary's, Magliozzi was on base 3 times, scored a run, did a nice job behind the plate. Luciano was on base 3 times, scored twice, came in and pitched the last inning plus. Cabral at short hit the ball hard 4 times. He had 2 hits, a triple for 2 RBI and a single, and he made a big play in that 2-run inning. First and third, 1 out. He made it a double play through a bullet after he touched second for the out. A bullet to first just nipped the runner with a runner scoring and ended that 2-run uprising. He was 2 hits and 2 RBI. Ortiz got hit by a pitch, doubled, hit a sacrifice fly, knocked in 2 and scored 2. Moynihan had a base hit, scored a run, was on base twice. Fritz had 2 base hits, knocked in a run. Giardina got hit by a pitch, scored a run. Donahue had 2 base hits, scored a run, knocked in a run. Coriolet had a big base hit, knocked in a run, scored a run. So they got 12 base hits. They spread it around. 8 hitters in the lineup scored runs for St. Mary's. They got it done. Nowicki threw the first 4. The last 3 split up between Moynihan and Luciano, and St. Mary's gets their second big win in the Catholic Central League as they put 10 more on the board, 19 runs in 2 games, and they go to 2-0 on the early season, and they defeat Archbishop Williams by a score of 10-3. So we hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman here from Fraser Field saying we'll see you next time.